Presenting the Northwest Bank Wildcat News with the Bolt's Emily Magas. News from the Humboldt schools presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank. And now, here's Emily.
Happy Wednesday to everyone who's listening. You're listening to the Northwest Bank Wildcat News, and this morning I'm honored by the Activities Director of Humboldt High School, Greg Thomas. Greg, how's it going over there?
Well, very good, thank you. Nice to be here, Emily. Thanks.
Thank you for coming. I heard that you guys have got a lot going on. We're getting close to that postseason, and you have the schedule for this.
Yeah, it is. Regional and district tournament action and state tournament action is right around the corner. And I want to first of all talk about girls basketball. This winter we're in 4A. The girls added a fifth class 3 years ago, and we've kind of jumped from 3A to 4A or 4A to 3A and now back to 4A. So there's 48 teams in 4A in girls basketball, and there's 8 regions of 6 teams. The top 2 seeds in each region get a bye, and that's where Humboldt finds itself this year. We're getting a first-round bye. Our first game will be actually the second round of regionals, and that'll be Saturday, February 21st at Humboldt High School at 7 o'clock. And we will take on the winner of Spencer and Fort Dodge winner, and they play on Wednesday the 18th. And then the winner of our second round game will go on to play in the regional final at Cherokee on February 24th at 7 o'clock. And on the other side of our bracket, Lamar's plays Storm Lake on the first round, and then that winner plays Bishop Heelan, who's currently ranked in the top 10, and I believe they're 13-2 right now. And then the two semifinal winners will play in the regional final again on Tuesday, February 24th at 7 o'clock in Cherokee. The state tournament for the girls is March. For the 4As would be March. The 4As would play on March 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 7th throughout the tournament. So it's an exciting time for the girls. It's nice to get a first round bye and nice to get a home game in that second round.
Mm-hmm. And what about the boys basketball? How are they doing this year?
The boys, we're going to be the number 1 seed in our district. There's 16 districts, and we are paired up. We're in District 3, and we're paired up with District 4 this year. Our first round game, the Iowa High School Athletic Association hasn't released the sites yet, but we know that we're going to be playing Iowa Falls. We have the number 1 seed in our district, and Iowa Falls has the 4th seed. And then on the other side of that bracket, Nevada and Webster City will face each other. So our first round game, we don't know where it's going to be played, but we do know it's going to be Monday, February 23rd. And last year they started playing 2 games at one site, so it's very likely that our game with Iowa Falls could be like at Webster City at 6:30, and then the Nevada Webster City game be the nightcap. But we don't know that for sure. But we know we're going to play Iowa Falls on Monday the 23rd, and then the winners of our 2 games will play on Thursday, February 26th. And that district final is supposed to be either in Webster City or Fort Dodge Senior High on Thursday, February 26th. And then our sub-state final will be in Iowa Falls on Monday, March 2nd. And on the other side of our bracket, coming out of District 4, there's Charles City, Union LaPorte City, Vinton Shellsburg, and Waverly Shell Rock. And Waverly Shell Rock's been at or near the top of 3A rankings all year long. And like I said, that sub-state final would be in Iowa Falls. If we be fortunate enough to qualify for the boys state tournament, that's March 9th through the 14th, and the 3A quarterfinal round is either on Tuesday afternoon or evening, and then the semifinals will be Thursday night of that week, and then Saturday the 14th would be the state 3A finals.
All right, sounds like it's going to be an exciting spring for the Humboldt High School. You're listening to 97.7 The Bolt, Northwest Bank Wildcat News. I'll be back in about 30 seconds with Greg Thomas, the sports director of Humboldt High School.
Hi, this is Julie Clendenin with Northwest Bank. Northwest Bank is proud of its partnership with the Humboldt Community Schools. Northwest Bank supports Wildcat academics and athletics and wishes the players, students, and parents continued success. Commitment you can bank on isn't just a slogan, it's the way we conduct our business to meet the needs of our customers. We offer great rates, great products, and superior service. Whether you're buying a house or shopping for a new car, come experience the difference. Northwest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to 97.7 The Bolt, Northwest Bank Wildcat News, and I have Greg Thomas, the Activities Director at Humboldt High School. He's talking with me about some of the state tournaments coming up, and wrestling is coming up soon, I hear?
Wrestling is right around the corner. In fact, Humboldt is fortunate enough to host one of the 2A sectionals, sectional number 16, here this Saturday at Humboldt High School. And wrestling action will start at noon on Saturday, February 7th. And the teams that are going to be in Humboldt competing for a district or for a sectional championship are East Sac County, Greene County, Humboldt, obviously, Pocahontas area, Southeast Valley, and Webster City. So there's a team competition that goes along with the individual competition. The top 2 kids from each section will get to move on to the districts, and then the top 2 teams from the sectionals get to move on to the regional duels. And we'll talk a little bit about the duels here in a second. But the kids who qualify for districts, then our district will be held in Webster City on Saturday, February 14th. And I believe that wrestling will start at noon also in the districts. And on the other side of our bracket, out of the Hampton-Dumont sectional, we've got a lot of familiar foes. We've got Algona, Clear Lake, Forest City, Garner-Hayfield, Ventura, Hampton-Dumont, and Iowa Falls. So it'll be a lot of North Central Conference opponents that we've seen all year long at districts. So again, sectionals are here in Humboldt this Saturday with wrestling starting at noon, February 7th. Up at the high school, and then district wrestling will be February 14th, and then again the top 2 kids from each weight bracket get to qualify for the individual state tournament, which will be held at Wells Fargo on Thursday through Saturday, February 19th through the 21st. Humboldt's also fortunate enough to get selected to be the home site for the regional duels. So we don't know who will get sent here. They try to do it on rankings and try to possibly get the highest ranked teams down to the state duels. But regional duels will be held here on Tuesday, February 10th at Humboldt High School, and wrestling starts at 6 o'clock. And there will be 4 teams. There will be there'll be 4 teams paired up in the semifinals, and the two winners of those semifinal matches will wrestle in the finals. So wrestling again starts at 6 for regional duels. The regional state tournament, the champions from each regional duel tournament get to move on to the dual state tournament, and that's Wednesday, February 18th at Wells Fargo. And we've got Humboldt's quite a bit of a lot of wrestling tradition, wrestling community. For those of you that want to head down to Wells Fargo, they'll be wrestling all day on Wednesday for the state duels on Wednesday, February 18th. But on the state tournament side, 2A wrestling, Humboldt, if any of our kids are fortunate enough to qualify for this individual tournament, will be wrestling in sessions 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. So the first wrestling matches that we would be in the individual tournament on Thursday, February 19th, would be from 1:30 to 4:30 is session 2, and that would be the 2A first round and the first round consolations. And then any kids that would get through that wouldn't wrestle again until Friday morning at 9. From 9 to 1 is session 4, and then you can just kind of follow the where the kids are and times there. But pretty exciting time. This is what the kids have worked very hard for, and the coaches, and now's the time to see where we stack up, and we wish all the luck to our athletes this winter as they begin tournament play.
All right. Thank you, Greg Thomas, Activities Director at Humboldt High School, for coming out and talking on the Northwest Bank Wildcat News.
Thank you.
This has been the Northwest Bank Wildcat News Program, presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank.